Good morning. My name is Awa Sophia. I'll be discussing five types of UX law. So we have different types of UX law but I'll be saying few of them. So I'll be saying five of UX law. So what I'll be discussing is the the content I'll be discussing is definition of the UX law, X law, Fitts law, Miller's law, Tesla's law, and Jacob's law. So these are the five laws, US law we're discussing. The definition of US law from the foundation principles, guideline, and best practice that guide user experience design. The principles are not legally binding, but serve as a framework for designing digital products. So before we can, there are some things in US law that we need to know. So these are the our design needs to go through some laws before we can make it okay. This is a good law design. So US law are based on combination of psychology, cognitive, cognitive science, and design principles to create interface and interaction that cater to the needs and expectation of users. So in not that's just it in nutshell. So let me start with the each law. Each law, this law emphasizes that the more choice a user presented with, the longer it takes to make a decision. Designer should simplify choices to reduce cognitive load. So for example, a website with too many navigation options can overwhelm users. So when your navigation is too much, it will not make your users to concentrate. It because simplifying navigation and grouping related option can make decision making easier. So now you know that this your navigation, they will be there are things that you can group them together instead of splitting it, so you can use it that way. Yeah. So I'm moving on to fifth law. So what does fifth law say? The fifth law says deals with the time it takes to move and select target. Designer should make important elements larger and place them closer to the user. So from this illustration here now, sorry, from this illustration here, this is a button, but it has a small. So if I try to press on this button, it should not be able to go very well. So I need to. So this is the one that if I use, this is the direction that is okay. Like this is the design that is okay for you. So when you are using button, let's know that your users may not be able to. So these are things that you need to get for. So Miller's law is says that the average person can hold about 7 or plus or minus 2 items. So from here now, from this illustration here, you can see that there are a lot of things there. But what we can actually understand or know or put in our mind or we can recollect is 7 things, or when you had 2 or minus 2 to it. So these are the things that you can recollect. So that means that from the navigation too, instead of using like more than 9 or 7, you can actually use 7 so that your user is able to, okay, these are the things that are there. It will be easier for them, so they'll it's not be overwhelming. Tesla laws is also known as law of conservation of complicity. This law suggests that every application or system has a certain level of complexity that cannot be reduced. Designers should focus on simplifying the user interface by removing unnecessary complexities while preserving the essential ones. So this ensures that some complexity is in the right place, such as advanced setting, not in the core user experience. Jacob's law. This is another law of UX. This law emphasizes that the user expects digital interface to function similarity to those they encountered before. So now, normally when you are using in website, there is a pattern that okay, this this pattern is the way people sees it. But when you give them another design, it makes it look somehow. So people are familiar with things that they have seen on website. So this is the difference. Okay, so thank you for listening.